right there. So now let me just adjust the volume here. Hi. So now it's your turn. You that chose the Queen of Cups. Yes. Okay. So let's connect to the energy of the Queen of Cups. Yes. And let me see your reading. Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking about using the water reading for in the future, for a reading for the Queen of Cups, using a, yeah, it's going to be good. So my dearest Queen of Cups, Queens of Cups. So here we have, look at this, the Empress. Yeah. So the energy of the Empress is here telling me that you, my Queen of Cups, you that are so emotional, so sensitive, so connected to your, to this side of you, it's time for you to embrace this, to accept that you have this power of touching people's heart, this power of making people, get in tune with their feelings. And you also, with the presence of the Empress here, so you have to understand that you can be all the queens because you have the presence and the archetype figure of the Empress too. So don't be afraid, of using your power, because you may think, what's my power? Your power is sensitivity, And it's not just about sensitivity. You are an empath, by nature. Understand this. So, look at this, Page of Pentacles. Yes, sometimes it's hard for you to talk to people in a way that you feel you have difficulty to tell people things in a more rational way, because you think that the way that you deliver your message comes from a very emotional place, and sometimes you think that maybe people do not understand you the way you want to be understood. But don't forget that it doesn't matter if they don't understand now. They will eventually understand, because you talk from a very, 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 you talk from a very different place. The Four of Pentacles here with the Page of Pentacles is again telling me about your difficulty of being straightforward in the way that you think that it might be. Because sometimes when people, they have a very emotional language, they think that they are lacking something in terms of material things, in terms of solid things. But you have to understand that you are navigating in this life in a very different way. Never think that you are lacking material things, because your material things will come for you in different ways. That's what you have to understand. Look at this. Yeah. So here, look at this card again. People are celebrating, people are happy, because we have here this beautiful card, Four of Wands. And we had Four of Pentacles. 4, 4. So, again, you again thinking that to be happy, you have to live a very structured life. I see completely what you are passing through or what you have been passing through and how you see things, because you are very emotional, but you look at people's lives, and you see them, getting money, having this type of life that's very structured. You see the patterns, you see, these people that they work from 9 to 5, and it's not a problem. It's okay. It's their way of living. If you chose Queen of Cups, of course you are a very deep, artistic, and fluid, in your nature. So all this flexibility of the water element, gives you a different vibe. Sometimes you think, I think that I live in my own cup, in my own world. And it's a bit, I'm not going to say that it's not the truth, because you have the Empress here, and the Empress as Mother Gaia, as the world, as Mother Gaia, is telling me that that's how you live your life, that's your world. But there is no problem. The problem is when you think that your way of speaking, of delivering your message, your lack of financial things, of money, is a problem. Because you have to understand that your abundance is different. You have to celebrate who you are. You have to be happy. The Queen of Cups, if she's happy, if her cup is fulfilled, she will receive much more, because she talks from a place of receptivity. Think about this word, receptivity. The law of receptivity works very well for the Queen of Cups, because you are not the type of Queen of Wands that is always in movement and this fire energy. You're not the Queen of Pentacles that's very grounded and material things, and you're not the Queen of Swords that is going to cut the cords, if people treat them, in a wrong way. You can, as all the queens, they have to use the force of the Queen of Swords, because she is very important, especially for the divine feminine flames. But you work in a different process. You are much more in a process of receiving, than a process of working for something. But it doesn't mean that you're not working. It's just the way that you work, the way that because you work with the deep things, the element of think about the ocean, how deep, and how we don't know, what is there, because it's so mysterious, It's so deep. And you embrace this energy. Of course, it's not easy, but you have to understand that from the moment that you accept that your feelings, your emotions, they have value and they are very important, not only for you, but for the people around you. Everybody needs a nurturing figure. So, when you understand that you are this big mother of all of us, and you are also your own mother, you're going to embrace this and you're going to feel happy. And when you feel happy and you start to celebrate who you are, then you're going to receive. And you're going to receive and you're going to receive. You know? You're going to receive more than you expected to receive if you were in the hustle. You see? Okay? So let's see. My dearest Queen of Cups. Look at this. What I was saying. Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful. Yes, Six of Cups. So baby, you work in a process of flowing, of sharing. And you might think, I don't have much money to share. But what you are going to share in this world is what is ethereal, is what is that sensation of feeling carried, of feeling accepted, of you know the feeling of 5-5, okay? It's 5-5 now. Yeah. So change your mentality. Understand that you are this hug, you know, that someone needs when they need to feel accepted, to feel loved. Never think that because you don't have all this luxurious life, you don't have nothing to give. You have a lot to give because what you give comes from inside, comes from the depths of your being, you know. Look at this. Ace of Cups. You mastered this energy. And if you haven't mastered this energy yet, you are going to master it. Look at this. You are this cup, overflowing love, overflowing happiness, overflowing joy, overflowing, you know, all these good and delicious things in life, you know. You are this mother who gives the best advice. The best advice. You are this mother who embraces the world with love. And in these moments right now that we are passing through, in this world, in the planet Earth now, oh, we need so much your love, darling. So never, never compare yourself with another person. Each one of us, we have a key element in this process that we call life. in this existence. And your power, my dear, although you think that it's not so powerful, is this invisible hand, like the water, that can adapt and that can surround us with this beautiful feeling of peace. If you chose the Queen of Cups, probably you have water strongly in your chart, astrological chart. And yeah, Ace of Wands. And probably you are here to work with your fiery nature too. I know that you can think, my goodness, I have this watery nature, lots of feeling, lots of emotions, sensitivity, and this, artistic way, this, you are this delicate being. But you also have to work with your fiery nature. Because although fire and water are opposite elements, to combine them inside of you is going to give you this sense of groundedness that sometimes you don't have. I'm going to explain it better. You are very emotional in your decisions. You always look something from the eyes of the heart. And sometimes, because of this, you start to second guess yourself. Because you realize that in this world, being this delicate, sensitive being, very deep, sometimes people don't see it as you see. People see things very superficial in general, and you see what is inside of, what is, when they are looking the ground, you are thinking about what is underneath that ground. You see what I mean? When they are looking at the fish, for example, a person is looking at the fish. You had already seen the ocean, the waves, So sometimes for you, it's hard and you start to second guess yourself. Like, oh, they're never going to understand how I feel, how I see things, because they're going to say, oh, she's too sensitive, she's too, oh, she cries a lot. Yeah, maybe you are a person who cries a lot, and sometimes maybe you're a person who cries even because you're happy, and it's okay, because you have this water element inside of you. But you have to start to ignite the fire inside of you, the fiery energy. I'm not telling that you're going to start to be someone that you're not. Like, oh, from now on, I'm going to be, like very lavish, very seductive in a more, strong way. What I want to say is that I think you understand what I mean. Because the way that you express your, femininity, it's much more mysterious and almost laid back way. And maybe you think that it doesn't work very much in this world, where everything is so show off sometimes, But try to ignite the fire inside of you. Because the Ace of Wands here is telling me that you can be festive, you can be spontaneous, you can be very, very positive and almost merry-go-lucky. But you can be all these things without losing your deep sense of seeing things. It doesn't mean that because you're going to act a little bit more frivolous, that inside of you still have that deep side. You know what I mean? It's like if we have here your attitude being merry-go-lucky and a little bit frivolous, but deep inside of you, you are still, that deep person, that water element that wants to see the things and feel the things profoundly. But in spite of showing this, at first, like, oh, I want to love profoundly. Oh, I want to feel love profoundly. I want to find someone that I'm going to lose myself, Like, I want to, in spite of showing that, firstly, you're going to show, this a little bit more carefree posture, because I'm not going to lie to you. People get scared of that deepness of you. You are like these sirens. Yes, sirens. Yeah, we have mermaid sirens. Okay, they're, yeah. You are, I'm going to use the word mermaid. Although I like more the idea of siren because of the, I'm going to use siren. I think that connects better to you in a sense of music, in a sense of ethereal figure. But you know what I mean. You are like this siren that sings, and that make the fisherman go crazy and lose everything that they talk about, in folk stories. You know what I mean? But because of this magic that you have, People can get afraid. Oh my goodness, you know, especially nowadays. Yeah, that everybody is a little bit, you know, a little bit too, you know. Uh, I understand that for you, you want to connect deeper. You need this. But remember that you are always going to be this deep person. It's your nature. But two, you have the power of adaptability. So to move in this world, be a little bit more careless, more frivolous. Because for you, different from the Queen of Wands, if I ask the Queen of Wands to behave in this way, I am going to ignite, you know, it's going to be, it's like, you know, oh my goodness, the fire is going to burn everything, it's going to burn it all. So it's a different way. It's not the case. But in your case, I can ask you to be a little bit frivolous, a little bit careless, you know? Because in this way you're going to start to enjoy more, who you are. You're going to have more fun. You're going to have more, you know, things don't have to be so hard on you. They don't have to be. You just have to understand that, as well as you know and you have mastered the Ace of Cups, you can also master the Ace of Wands. Death. 520. So we're talking about changing, but never losing your nurturing figure, your nurturing side. Of course you have to change. We are always changing, dying, and, you know, it's the process of the phoenix, you know, using the archetype. So you are not afraid of going deep, of diving deep, and you know it. But remember, it's not everyone that is ready to do the work that you do. Because sometimes the nature, you know, people have different natures. Natures in a sense of different types of acting, of taking decisions, you know. You, my beautiful Queen of Cups, and you with this nurturing figure, you attract a lot of lost sailors. But you don't want them, the lost ones. So, you start to use, as I said, your deepness, your way of seeing things deep, not embracing it as a negative side of you, no, as a positive side of you. Because now that you know the deep, now that you had gone deep inside of you, now you know that sometimes we have just to swim in the shallow part, you know. And when you are swimming the shallow part of this ocean, you know, enjoy it. Have fun. You know? Have fun. I think that what is the most difficult thing for the cards, they are, look at this. We are talking about the mermaids and the sirens, yes. So, 5 of Cups. You know, 5 again. Okay. So your reading is all about changing. Change your perspective, that your life, that it's a burden to be deep like I am, because nobody understands me, because you know I want to connect deep and people don't want. Okay, you can connect deep to someone, but firstly, let's start in the shallow part, okay? Then we can go deep and deep and deep and deep and deeper. But remember, it's not everyone that's going to go deep with you. That's why you don't have to start from this profundity. You have to start from this point where, you know, you have steps. Okay? That's why sometimes, and I believe most of the times, that you felt yourself crushed was because you were so deep in your feelings. And you realized that you were alone there. You are going to find people who want to go deep with you. Don't worry about it. But remember, first they are going to start in the shallow part, and then they are going to get far from the shallow. But it's a process. Okay? And now I am thinking, oh my goodness, I am listening to that song. In the shallow, shallow, in the shallow, in the shallow, we're far from the shallow now. So that's exactly what I am trying to tell you. So look for this song, okay? Because you're going to understand what I am saying about your nature, you know? Yeah, you know? That's exactly what I am saying. Okay. So look for this song, okay? Shallow, yeah. Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. Okay, so look for the song. Okay? So 7 of Cups. Yes. I think that when you start to understand your nature better, you're going to see that you have a lot of options. A lot of options. A lot of options. And you, because you have this deep, you know, this deep eyes, you know, this deep way of looking at things, you're going to get and you're going to choose the best option. Don't second guess your guts, okay? Because they come from a very deep place in yourself. So my beautiful Queen of Cups, I wish you all much protection, because love I know you all have a lot. okay? To give, to share, you know. But remember, first of all, you have to love yourself, and then you start to share it. This beautiful love, this deep love that you all have. Okay? So, thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Give a like or a dislike. And share this video with your beloved ones, friends, okay? And see you all on my next video. Bye. Namaste.